thought maybe I'd gone insane. In the end, I decided to think of it as just a dream, and I went back to the city the next day after finishing work. The next afternoon when I got to work, I was fired on the spot, as I expected. That wasn't what broke me, though. It was Mayumi being found dead. And not just that, but it had happened in my hometown.
Oh, these jokes. Namatame's casting his eyes downward painfully.
I was dumbstruck. But later on, I remember the image of Mayumi I'd seen that night. Was it not a dream? Could it really have been an SOS from Mayumi?
Could it have been a sauce?
I hadn't touched another TV because the first time was so terrifying, but I decided to try it again. And I confirmed that none of it was a dream. So that image, was it something Mayumi showed me, calling for help? That's how I felt.
And eventually, you learned of the Midnight Channel.
I remembered that when Mayumi was alive, she was chasing a rumor about some bizarre TV program. I'd heard about it before, but I thought it was just an urban legend. But then Mayumi appeared on it, and later turned up dead. The more I thought about it, the harder it became to believe that the two events were unrelated.
A sauce.
Soon after that, I came back to Inaba to answer the police's questions. I'd lost my job, and I wanted to know the truth of Mayumi's death for myself. Then, on another rainy night, someone else appeared on the Midnight Channel. It was a girl. She looked like she was calling for help, just like Mayumi.
Where are you getting these jokes?
The first thing that came into my mind was, maybe this girl will be the next to die.
And that was Saki-senpai.
I'd been following all the news about Mayumi, so I noticed right away that she was the girl who found Mayumi's body. And if my hunch was right, she'd be the next victim. I didn't want her to die the way Mayumi did, so I desperately kept watching. I was consumed with the idea of rescuing her. Then, little by little, her image on the screen came into sharper focus.
It became sharper?
How did you find out it was her?
After I came back, my father couldn't bear to see me in such low spirits, and gave me a job with the family business. I met that girl when I delivered a package to the liquor store. After agonizing over it, I decided to meet her, and told her to be careful.
She's probably like, that's really creepy.
But that same night, on the TV, she looked as if she was being engulfed by some black shape. She was writhing in pain. That's why I warned her. Why won't she pick up the phone? Come on! Please!
Yeah, your jokes.
The next day, they found her dead. I knew she was going to be murdered, but I couldn't save her. I blamed myself, thinking there must have been something I could have done. There was no one who depended on me. Nobody at work, not even my wife. Mayumi was the only one who accepted me for who I was. But she was murdered, and the same person killed another girl. I was beside myself. I couldn't forgive myself for doing nothing.
You really did love Miss Yamano.
Yes, from the bottom of my heart. Before I was married, my wife made it big in show business. I was happy for her, but it put a strain on our relationship.
I think I can kind of relate.
What were you saying?
It was around that
Quiet
time
down
when I
now.
met Mayumi. She was interviewing our candidate for the next election. She was a big-name announcer, but she only worked with local stations, and her attitude towards work was similar to mine. We both came from Inaba, so she was easy to talk to. I knew it was wrong, but I couldn't help getting intimate with her. She gave meaning to my life. Soon after Saki-san was found dead, yet another girl appeared on TV. That was you. She'll be kidnapped next. And murdered. I can't let her end up like Mayumi and that other girl. This time, I'm gonna do something. My opponent was a murderer who left no clues to his identity. I thought hard about what I could do to protect her from someone like that. I'll never convince her. If she gets suspicious and they arrest me, we'll save her then. The girl inside the TV looked as if she was smiling at me. And that's when it hit me. I apparently had the power to go through the TV screen to the other side. Then, what if I put her into the TV and give her shelter there before the killer gets her? What are you trying to tell me? That it's safe over there? Is that it? The girl inside the TV seemed to smile at me again. And I thought, no matter what kind of place it might be, it's better than being slaughtered. Once things calm down, I could just let her out again. If she's inside the TV, there's no way they can find her. It felt as if everything was starting to come together in my mind. Could it be that Mayumi gave me that power to prevent any more victims from meeting her fate? Was it my mission to save people? But there was a big problem. If I explained the situation to the victim, they wouldn't understand. I had already tried that and failed miserably. It seemed the only thing I could do was to take them away. If that was my mission, I'd just have to do it. Or so I thought. Mayumi, please lend me your strength.
So, since you thought people who appeared on the Midnight Channel would be killed, you kidnapped us in order to save us.
Mission? Give me a break! You never stopped and wondered about any of this?
I thought I was the only one who could help them. I did call the police, but they didn't believe me. I knew the area well, thanks to my job. I had a large truck, and I could move around without suspicion. I thought my job as a delivery man would be the perfect cover for my mission. I thought no one else could do it. But are you telling me that I wasn't saving them?
If a person is still within the TV world when the fog appears here, they will die. Beginning with Yukiko-san, the people you thought you had been saving were, in fact, in mortal peril. It was my friends here who really saved us all.
Sorry, not much room to talk, really.
I had a feeling that was it. When I went after that little girl and entered the TV myself, for the first time, I had some doubts about myself.
You refer to Nanako-chan, correct?
The police were after me, so I had to get away. But I still felt I needed to do everything I could to save that poor little girl. That's why I went in after her. But the TV world was completely different than I imagined. Such an abominable, grotesque place. I knew that the three of you who I saved went back to your normal lives, so I didn't realize how terrible that world was. I never knew. You couldn't even get out of that place on your own.
No. That's a cowardly way to put it. I'd probably already begun to realize that it was a dangerous place. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have gone to see you all.
See us?
Oops.
Yes.
My hand touched it
I
twice.
wanted
Said, are
to
you
know
talking
why
about
the
the
ones
concert
I
we did at
saved were all
Junes?
hanging out with each other, and how much you remembered. But
It was you.
in the end, I couldn't bring myself to say anything and ran home. I must have felt too guilty. But all the doubts and anxieties I'd been unconsciously suppressing exploded out when I entered the television myself.
I just noticed we haven't gone skiing yet.
I thought
That
I
was
going
really random and a
insane.
bad time to bring it up. I'm sorry.
I probably did.
I got really excited.
And you know the rest. When I came to, I was lying in a hospital bed.
You really were trying to save people.
But I ended up doing just the opposite. What a fool. I always wanted to enter the world of politics and become useful to society. But after losing my job and the woman I loved, all I had left was this power. I convinced myself that world was some sort of sanctuary, and I secretly believed myself to be a hero. I never doubted what I saw on TV, and believed everything was as I wanted it to be.
It's because he brought up the concert, right? Because I haven't seen the whole skiing thing, so I got
I
excited.
didn't think for myself at all. That's why I couldn't protect them. I'm to blame for all of this.
What do I have to pick? This is taking a while, and I've kind of been wanting to get a drink, so I think I'm going to grab a drink while you maybe let me know what I should say here, if there's anything in particular. Be right back, sorry. Mom made guacamole. Doesn't matter. Like what's done is done, you mean? Oh, it doesn't matter which choice. What do you guys think? Maybe I should have asked you that, not, and I brought my mochi. That I forgot about my mochi. Thanks to this game. Still unforgivable. What's done is done. What's done is done.
I suppose so. But the things
Yeah.
I've done are too serious to be brushed aside like that. I have no intentions of running away from my crimes. I'm prepared to face the consequences. Kidnapping is already a serious crime. And on top of that, I put all those lives in danger.
I agree with you guys.
I'm sorry.
Second one seems a little bit harsh, seeming as he had good intentions.
The Midnight Channel and the other world, you can hardly be blamed for failing to understand them properly. We must apologize to you as well. Had we let our emotions blind us to the truth, we would have piled all the responsibility on you.
I guess from your point of view, people did stop dying once you started saving people. The more you did it, the more you really believed you were preventing their deaths.
I'm such a joke. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
What are you all crammed in here for?
Whoopsie!
My apologies. We'll be leaving now.
Run!
Wait. I beg you, please, find whoever's behind this. You children are the only ones who know about that world.
It's all clear now. He never committed any murders. It was another party who threw the first two victims into the TV.
Now get out of here! I told you, he's almost ready to be transported. We can't have anything else happen. Sheesh. I better not see you rascals here again.
Nanako-chan looks like she's in pain. She's fighting for dear life.
This was the last place we saw Teddy, right? He was so worried about her.
How can he flake out like this when we have to find the real killer?
The police consider the matter closed. We'll have to do all the investigation from here on out. Let's revisit Saki-san and Miss Yamano's incidents and see if we can turn up fresh details.
But it's been over 6 months. Wouldn't the trail be cold by now?
I know, but we can't give up. We're the only ones who understand what's really going on. And you never know. People might remember some things now because they've had so much time to think about it. Let's split up and talk to people all over town tomorrow.
Oh, I think I've read that joke before. Oh, scary. Welcome back!
We'll meet up in the evening to discuss our findings.
I hope we can find out something about Teddy, too.
Tomorrow you'll all be going out to talk to people in town. Aww, I don't want to talk to people. Will this finally help uncover the information that will lead you to the true culprit? You decide to go home early today and get some rest. You decide to go home and save some game. Oh, look, it's the new Kotatsu. Wow! Or is it the old one? I can't tell. Maybe it's just because it's winter now. There's no food in the fridge. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna starve. Oh, I need to sleep. It's okay. You won't get in trouble for that one. Today is the day the school was founded, so you have the day off from school. Okay. You wonder if you'll be able to gather the information you need to catch the killer. Aw, you don't have to keep finding jokes. You can just relax. Hang out. Beep beep. Aha, so the fog is spread here, I see. I want to go shopping! Screw you! How dare you tell me what to do in my own game? Whee! Hi. Can I help you? About those murders. That incident last spring, I still wonder what happened. It was a pretty big deal, wasn't it? I'd almost completely forgotten about that. Wow, I must be getting old, huh? What is it? What are you talking about? Did all that happen just last spring? Wow, it seems so long ago. Who's gonna remember something from that far back anyway? Wow. Man, this fog, it makes me feel like we're still inside the TV. I wonder if we can really find any new clues about the killer. No use whining about it now. Let's step up the search and get that info. This fog has got to be some kind of biological weapon. It's a conspiracy. You know who I heard it was? Juness! Yeah, that's right, Juness. The country of Juness is staging... The country of Juness is staging an all-out attack on Inaba. Okay, there. Information on what happened before we entered the TV world, huh? You know, about that first murder, I wonder why it happened. Let's ask around and gather as much information as we can. I'll see you later. Oh, we're all hanging out around here. I tried talking to this old guy earlier, but he didn't even see me, what with the fog and all. Guy just ignored me and walked off. I know it wasn't personal, but it kinda hurt. Damn fog. Hurry up and go away. Only Kanji. Damn fog, shut up. Hey, listen to this! Rosette came and spoke to me! This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I asked her for her autograph and what type of guys she's into. Anyway, what do you want? I'm sure you can see how busy I am. Didn't they capture the suspect and put a lid on that case? Are you done asking questions? Good, now go away. I'm very busy talking to Rosette right now. Okay. I've been asking around about Teddy, too, but I'm surprised how many people actually remember him. They're all like, oh yeah, that guy in the bear suit from Juness. But nobody's seen him, yesterday or today. He's loved by so many different people. Where the heck could he have gone? Ah! Scared birds. Whee! This fog sure is dark and creepy, isn't it? Oh, you have a question for me? A little while ago, they said that a suspect had been caught. It was in the newspaper. It was that Namatame-san, right? I remember seeing him around from time to time. Oh, how horrible. It really does frighten me. I don't recall seeing any other strange people, so I'm sure he's the culprit. Is it true that there were no other suspicious individuals? Perhaps you should ask someone else about this. The fog isn't clearing, even though there... Sorry, it's because it said loud, old man. I can't be that loud, though.
Even though the year's almost over, it's deplorable. It'll be so cold on New Year's that I'll never be happy. What do you want?
Recall anyone suspicious?
There isn't anyone like that in this town! I even know you! You're the kid who's staying at Dojima-kun's house!
He doesn't show any sign of stopping. What'll you do? Stay and listen.
Oh, all this worrying about the town really tires me out. At times like this, a sauna would be nice. Yeah, saunas are great. But it's no good if you can't get coal. The problem is, I can't get my hands on any. Aren't there any kind of young people who will bring coal to an old man?
I understand your concerns.
Oh, there are a lot of worthless young punks out there, but you, boy, you're different. You can look forward to getting a reward when you bring coal to me.
Okay.
I can't remember something from that long ago. By the way, you haven't found...
Oh, shut up about your coal, god damn it. Since all I hear from everyone is poison, I've gotten kind of freaked out too. I wonder where I can buy a gas mask. I need to get one. Everyone else has one already. Okay.
It's me. Do you recognize me? Why am I outside? When I'm at home, I just see more news about the murders. I thought I'd stay out here and watch the sunset. Of course, I'm going to watch TV when I get home anyway. Even then, I can't see the sunset because of all this fog. Ah, I hate it. It's so depressing. Okay. Do you have a question?
Recall anyone suspicious?
It's a small town. If there was anyone suspicious, there would be rumors going around all over. But at least I haven't heard any news or rumors like that, so I'd say there's no such person.
Do I have to ask them both questions, or can I just ask them the one now?
You gotta be careful when taking your motorcycle out on a foggy day. I wish whoever honked at me when I slowed down more than usual understood that. He yelled at me for going too slow. What's so wrong with following the speed limit? Wait, or was I at fault there?
Okay. Leave. Can I help you? A suspicious person? Ah, now that you mention it, my friend was saying she saw someone. I think she's just wandering around the shopping district, so why don't you ask her? Oh, true, I'm not really done yet, am I? If I got that new question. First, we should retrace our steps. That would be the simplest way. Saki Konishi and Mayumi Yamano. There should be a commonality between the two. Surely there were some witnesses. Any scrap of data could be useful, no matter how small. Okay, I guess let's go back here for now. Because I have that other question. A suspicious person? No, I can't think of anyone. Not from this town, anyway. Huh? Someone told you that I saw a suspicious person? Oh, that! You remember Saki Konishi, don't you? You know, she passed away a while ago. She told me how that Namatame person came to her one day and started spouting all this craziness. Something about the TV. I wonder what that was all about. His relation to Saki? Hey, I don't know what you're implying, but you've got it all wrong. Saki was a good girl. It's just that people misunderstood her. Okay. I don't see how that's important to my case. What about the river? The floodplain, sorry. Sorry, no. What? The fog isn't clearing up, is it? Isn't that just a little strange? Oh, welcome back with food. My wife is all business as usual, but I'm a little worried. By the way, do you need anything? We've had a lot of people come to our store, but I can't say anyone was particularly suspicious. Okay. He doesn't know what happened. Do you need something? Have I seen a strange person? I don't know. Out in the country, if there was anybody strange walking around, everyone would know about it right quick. Now that you mention it, the town was all abuzz last spring. You remember that, don't you? Oh my god. What about the cat? Cat, do you know? Meow, meow. True. Oh no. I don't know who else to ask.
School's not open, right? Can I ask people here, or do they not count? None of these people know, I think. You mean Junko? Not Juko. Kitty, 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 kitty. See you later. See you later. See you later. Thank you. Why am I talking all funny today? See you later. I don't know why I said later. It's so weird. Always tell them Naegi. So ask Naoto, you say? Naoto, please help. That didn't help. Kitty 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 ting ting. Kitty 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 ting ting ting. Ugh. I didn't skip Chie, did I? Even if someone's been killed, everyone just forgets it so easily. But rumors they hear from friends and TV get remembered for a long time. Why is that? It's been a while since the first two incidents. Do you think we'll find anyone who still remembers them? I already talked to them about this. Ugh. I haven't been to the shrine. Maybe I should. I keep thinking the fox is gonna jump on me, but maybe not.
Oh, hey! I lost my bug catching net. I was trying to see if I could catch them with my bare hands, but I can't. Huh, it's so weird. I know I lost it around this shrine. Maybe someone picked it up. Do you know anything about it?
I would never skip Chie on purpose. It's the fog.
My teacher said to go home quickly because of the fog. It's nice not to have the girls chasing me around, but it's boring because I can't play soccer now.
Okay. That helped. Thanks, children. Well. Going to Aya. I want it.
Hey! Welcome!
Who else do I ask? Who, I say, who? Oh. Okay. That was random. I don't want seedlings. In the end, my mother-in-law wouldn't eat anything I cooked. And the fog never cleared up either, blah 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 blah. Nope. I had hopes for this being it, but... maybe I will go to Junes. Wait, I just thought of something. Before I go to Junes. No, that's not where I meant to go. No. Let me try by the river. By the river, sorry. Doesn't seem to be anyone here, though. I thought there would be. Okay, let me try Junes. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. I'm just gonna try talking to everyone, even though I talked to them already. Can go up here. No! I don't think the school's open, but I thought so. It said school's closed, right? At this point, I'm like, try everything. Yeah, it's closed. Okay, sorry if I press X through everything. I'm gonna try talking to everyone again. Yeah, she already said all this. I don't know why I talked to Yosuke. doing everything right now. Have you tried looking at a walkthrough? No. So I think it basically said don't ask about the suspicious person anymore? Or... Velvet room? Do you really think that would count? Remix is sleepy, oh no. Why was I stuck? What the heck? Where am I supposed to go? Tries everything. Oh!
Oh, excuse me. Do you have any business here?
Nope, probably not.
As you can see, my master is currently away. If your errand isn't urgent, I regret to ask that you come back late. No, that won't do. This room is bound tightly to your fate. Nothing here happens without a reason. There must be meaning in our meeting here alone. Welcome to the Velvet Room. I am Margaret. I am the one who rules over power, invited here after my predecessor's sudden disappearance. You may be the first person who has ever been welcomed here by someone other than my master. The Velvet Room is inseparable from the heart of its invited guest. The shape of the room and its residents are selected by my master, based on the number of guests and their destiny. Shall we chat? I feel that is what I'm called to do.
Don't you have to fuse personas for hers? That's why I never get to do hers. It seems you have several social links already. Recurring meetings, recurring words. By deepening your understanding of one another, your bonds strengthen. But sometimes the heart is shaken more by a single action than 1,000 words. Do you understand? Not really. Today's meeting might be classified as that single action. I've decided. The strand of fate you follow. Entangle me within it as well. Damn, Margaret, I have a girlfriend. Perhaps a new bond will be spun. There is nothing. There is something I've wanted to know. There's nothing I wanted to know. And you are the first guest I welcomed here, in light of today's meeting with my master absent.
I believe we are both special to one another. Have you been drinking, Margaret? I want to know more about you. First, I think I shall have you show me your rare persona ability. Let me see. Show me an Ippon Datara that knows Tsukukaja. Yeah, okay, see you later. The heart is shaken more by a single action than by 1,000 words. Have you already forgotten? Then I have something to look forward to.
I wish you well.
Bye. You didn't help me with my case. Oh my god. Are you serious?
I'm seriously pooped. This stuff's a lot harder when you don't have a badge to flash. I walked around all day and didn't hear anything good.
It was the same for me. There was absolutely no talk about the case whatsoever, let alone the true culprit.
Ditto for me.
Correct.
Actually, in my case, I kept getting bombarded with questions and couldn't get them onto the main subject at all. The killer must be pretty good to have pulled this off without being seen by anyone in this small town.
What should we do?
Well, one steak bowl, please.
That's not what I meant. But then again, I guess we might as well take a break.
Listen, Yosuke, if my princess wants to eat, she's gonna eat.
I'll have a crab and egg fried rice.
I'll have roast pork ramen with extra noodles.
Now that our tummies are full, let's share what we learned, even if it wasn't much. So, to sum up, there really was no new information. The end?
The police had an unusually large number of officers in their initial investigation of the first two incidents. To find facts that even they overlooked would be difficult indeed, now that over half a year has passed. There wasn't a single report of suspicious persons being witnessed to begin with. Miss Yamano had ardent fans, whereas Saki-san didn't. But otherwise, the conditions are the same.
You know, every time I tried to ask about the case, everyone ignored me and kept ranting about the damn fog.
Yeah, that or the Midnight Channel. I asked around about Teddy too, but no one's seen him. Gee, I wonder where he could have gone.
Do you have anything, Naoto? Any new, deductions?
Without any new data to work with, there isn't much I can do. But there must be someone in town who meets all the criteria for this case. The killer must have a connection to both Saki-san and Miss Yamano, as well as be in a position to observe our actions periodically to some extent. Finally, it must be someone who could approach Senpai's house without arousing suspicion. I need some fresh air before I give it more thought. I'll be outside.
Just sitting here won't help you think any better. You decide to go outside to get some fresh air. Chie, please come with me. Chie, please. I need some fresh shitty fog air.
It's snowing. No wonder it's chilly.
No wonder it's chilly. It's only December.
It's freezing out here. Maybe this'll help clear my head and get my deductive muscles flexed.
Wait, in the anime, is this the part where Yosuke shouts, "Holy hard nipples, it's cold"?
Hey, is it snowing? Too bad the fog's so thick. The snow just gets lost in it. What's the matter?
Okay, let's see. The culprit had some sort of connection with both Mayumi Yamano and Saki Konishi. And judging by the warning letters, the culprit most likely knows about the other side and what you did there. Holy hard nipples, it's cold. That line was so great, Leon. It's highly likely that they also knew what Namatame was doing and stood back to watch. You guys were gonna type it? You should have. Who would know all these things? Another oddity about the case is that there were almost no witnesses. Both warning letters seem to have been delivered directly to your house, but no one saw anyone suspicious. It was a mailman. No one unusual was seen around Mayumi Yamano or Saki Konishi either. Despite the police dispatching an unusually high number of officers to perform a thorough investigation, there must be someone in this small town, who fits all the facts. The person who seems to be the most likely culprit is... Oh, I haven't seen Max. Sometimes my nose gets all stuffy for no reason. Never! Someone else. Someone else. Someone else. Someone else. Oh my god! Oh my god! This is ridiculous! Stop it! Oh god. Who could it be? Hanako's there. Who could it be? Who always knew what we were doing? Totally Hanako. She's been watching me all year in the hall. The most likely culprit. Of course, if you look only at the circumstances, you can't completely rule out that possibility. Adachi may have been able to keep an eye on your actions. I love how you can accuse your friends randomly. He would have been able to approach your house with ease, and he knows the area well. Thinking about it, you encountered him many times while investigating the case. You learned much about the police's movements from Adachi as well. There's no exact reason to doubt him, but... That time she broke Yosuke. Not even his bike, just him. Something's bothering you. You spoke Adachi's name. Adachi! He yelled.
into the nothingness.
Huh? What about him?
Detective Adachi. A member of the police force. That is an interesting approach. It would certainly explain the lack of witness reports. It's the same reason no one ever reported seeing Namatame's truck.
This is a small town, so everyone must have known who he is. And since he's a detective, people definitely wouldn't have thought of him as being suspicious.
In fact, he could use his position to his advantage and hide critical information.
Huh. Well, if you think of it that way, I guess it's possible. But we're talking about Adachi here, right? I mean, really? Adachi? He's your textbook lousy detective. Are we really on the right track here?
Actually, regarding Detective Adachi, I'm not sure how to put it, but there's something that's been bothering me about him for some time now.
Yeah?
Perhaps it's just my imagination, so I shouldn't speak too...
Bless your face, child.
It's cold. I think we've cooled down enough here. Let's go back in.
Adachi-san? That can't be. I mean, he said he came to escort Miss Yamano and...
What? Was he at your inn when the announcer was staying there?
When Miss Yamano was staying at our inn, the media were swarming all over it.
Jonah asking the real hard-hitting questions.
That's when Adachi-san arrived, saying he'd been assigned to guard her. He told our waitress that fame could be rough.
Guard her? He didn't spend the night there?
Huh. I wonder if he knew Ms. Yamano.
I don't know about that, but I heard he did call out to a girl in my class. I found out this afternoon. But I thought, that's just how cops are. So I didn't think it had anything to do with the case.
Detective Adachi also questioned Saki-san, the one who found the announcer's body, on numerous occasions. I heard it was because there was so little information about the case at the time, but it's certainly unusual to question someone with as strong an alibi as hers multiple times.
Then you think he had something else on his mind?
And that something is what connects those two victims to Adachi-san? Come to think of it, we've been running into that guy a lot, in all sorts of places. And every time he'd tell us what the police were doing before saying, "Oops, I said too much," and clamming up.
Yeah. What are you doing in the police station, Adachi?